Yeah, things should still work out. Hey yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another video. Today we're going to be doing a Genesis deck profile. This is the most recent clan event for Global, and it's quite exciting. It's a really fun deck. A lot of TCG players might have some PTSD from them, but thankfully they're not as broken, as degenerate as in the TCG. Of course, Zero is quite a very different game at this point. But let's go through the deck, see how it works, and then go through a few games and see how it plays out. So let's talk about the starter. Starting off with Lading. Lading is a very nice unit, GB1. Put this into your soul to basically give your Vanguard the ability once per turn when a card other than itself is soul blasted, you can counterblast one to call this card out. So, for example, you soul blast a Hesperus, you can counterblast one, call out the Hesperus to basically reset a column and get more attacks in. So it's very helpful. Even if you don't set up more attacks, cards like the 3 of Fenrir Harry, which helps you out with your deck situation, helps you out with your countercharge situation, is very nice. We play cards like the Stride Fodder because Striding is cool, Fenrir is nice, that's your main ride target. 4 PGs, countercharging is good because the deck does use quite a bit of counterblast. We play 2 of the Hati, which helps you scale up your numbers. I honestly try playing this at 1 or maybe 2. 2 is nice because we do play quite a bit of stands and quite a bit of soul blasting and superior calling, so having this at the back row helps you scale up those numbers to hit your opponent. The grade 2s, we play 4 Witch of Ravens. This is, I don't need to really explain this, do I? It just helps you enable your multi-attacks. If it's your earlier game, helps you expand your board without committing resources from your hand, which is really nice. We play 2 Hesperus. You can soul blast quite a bit during your main phase as well as during your battle phase with cards like Wiseman. So Hesperus helps you kind of remove your opponent's board. This is your one way to do that, so Hesperus is quite valuable. You can play this at more copies if you want. We play 4 Flying Lapwing, which lets you counterblast 1, soul charge 3, and if you have a Flying Lapwing in your soul, countercharge 1 and draw 1. So basically kind of a free effect if you do have a Flying Lapwing in your soul already. If not, then you can pray to RNGesus and make it top deck. One of the fears is that you're basically removing your deck of 4 cards, but you do have cards that fill your deck back up, just like the Fenrir Harry. So generally don't worry too much about it when you're earlier into the game, but later into the game, beware. And lastly, we play 3 of the Gleipnir. Gleipnir is nice. It's your generic GB1. When it attacks a Vanguard, when boosted, counterblast 1, do something. Soul charge 3 in this case, and then you can, if your card is put from a drop zone, from your soul into your drop zone during this turn, you can draw a card. So it synergizes well with cards like the cards that I will mention after, such as Fenrir. Fenrir is our main grade 3 GB2. When this unit attacks, soul blast 3 to get crit. So I guess it can synergize with that. In addition, when it strides, you have to soul charge 3. Unfortunately, it's mandatory, but it gets the following ability: when your card is put from your soul into your drop zone once per turn, counterblast 1 to call that card out. So it does the same thing as your starter, and with your starter, you can reset a single column or you can reset 2 front rows. Very nice. And when placed plus 3k to bully those grade 2s. We play 2 Angelic Wiseman. I only play 2. I see some builds play 3. I see some builds maybe play 4, maybe 1. I like 2 just because I like more space with the other stand trigger. Mega Rigor Circle, when this unit attacks, soul blast 3 to get plus 4 until end of battle. What note is that it does not activate if its power is equal to or greater than your opponent's. So unfortunately what this means is you do need to swing as a 10k to an 11. You have to soul blast 3 to get plus 4. So something to be wary of. Be careful, because we do have cards that pump up powers. So be careful not to allocate it to Wiseman if it's not the second or third attack to your opponent's face, and just be wary of that. And with the Soul Blast during the battle phase, you can then combo off with like Witch of Ravens. If you have your starter or your Vanguard skill, you can combo off into your call some other stuff, reset your columns. You can Wiseman into something else, and it can be a little bit of a. You can pull off some shenanigans, but do I think it's consistent, like Wiseman something? I don't think it's really that consistent. I'd rather focus on the consistency on something else, like just being able to superior call out grade 2s. And so I don't play Wiseman at that many copies. I don't think it's too valuable. It's really good, but it's not too valuable. Not really the end-all be-all at this moment. And we play 3 Dreaming Dragons. Now I play 3 Dreaming Dragons because I really am afraid of decking out, and Dreaming Dragon does really help us out with that regard. Regular Circle GB1 at the end of your turn, return this unit to your deck to return all your cards other than heals from your draw to your deck. If you return 10 or more, you get to draw a card. Now, even if you don't return 10 or more, I still like to use it just to return some triggers or whatever, and more options, right? So that's really nice. We don't have cards that soul charge from the drop zone, so being able to return stuff like Witch of Ravens is really helpful. And for heal guards, of course, we play 2 Vanguard, Vanguard Circle GB2 when this attacks, Soul Blast 6, G Persona, and at the drive check top 4, you can put them in any order of your deck and put the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, they end up on the top deck. If you don't, then they go to the bottom. So it works out like that and helps you stack. We play 1 of the Dion. Dion says when hit, Soul Blast 3, check top 3, add 1 to your hand and put the rest into your soul. It is really helpful. You can play this at 2 maybe, but I rarely go into this just because it's an on hit. I'd rather use other skills to just push more. The deck does generate enough resources because you do constantly superior call, and I don't really see too much use of it, but 1 is never hurts. We play 3 of the Doom Race. This is your main stride target on your turn 1. Once per turn, Soul Blast 3, give 2 rear guards plus 5, and then if you have 2 or less soul charge 3. So it refunds itself if you don't have enough soul. You Soul Blast 3, you superior call stuff like this, or superior something like this, Soul Blast something like this, get some skills, get some power, go face, win games. We play 1 Harmonics because why not, and we play 1 Medu because we do play 10k Vanguards, and just in case we go into Wideman by accident, we can try to fix and go back to the Fenrir. It's a bit slow, but it's better than being stuck on the Wiseman, honestly. So that's basically the list. Really briefly, starter here generally behind Vanguard or on the corners doesn't really matter to me. I think both works, but behind Vanguard I think is a bit more solid. But it depends on your opponent's matchups. Like if they generally commit more intercepts, then maybe put in the corners just because to take advantage of your stands. If not, then behind Vanguard because we do want to save space for like Haddies and primarily Haddie really. Prime targets probably the Haddie or the Stride Fodder. Grade 2s ride Witch of Ravens or the Hesperus because these cards do something when soul blasted. And then grade 3s, obviously Fenrir, if we could go for the SP1 for the flex. And then stride into Doombrace, stride into Leon, and then eventually stride into the Vanguard if you want to. So that's the game plan. Let's go into a game or two and see how it works. While we transition, I want to talk about the trigger lineup. A lot of builds play like, you know, maybe 7 2s or 6 3s, 6 draws, 3 stands, but I play 4 5. Just because I do think that you do plus quite a bit, and the card draw is helpful. Like I always do tend to play 9 draw decks, but it is scary. The deck is really scary, and if you've played the deck, you know what I'm talking about. It's pretty ridiculous, and you know, cards like your stand triggers still give you that 1 draw. So overall, I think the draw situation is still fine. You just need to pace yourself with your build. Instead, the stand triggers help us play more aggressively without needing to do all those combos, and I really do like that. So we're going to be playing against Kamui here. I don't know if it's our member Kamui, but we'll see. It's Kamui sleeves and also stand trigger, still put in the deck. Overall, I think this hand is pretty solid. Maybe I'll put 1 Witch of Ravens back to the deck just to maybe soul charge into it. And we do get the SP Fenrir. That's what we're talking about. The Genesis event did go for a few more days. 2, 3, 4 more days than usual. So it is quite nice. It is quite nice. And what that means is a lot of people have more access to maybe 1 more copy of the GR or more SPs, aka mats. But you know, for now I don't really need the mats yet, so as Bling, I quite enjoy it. So we're gonna see the Clay Doll mechanic. This is the alt art from the VQ1 shop, so if you would like this copy, you can go pick that up. It's from the anime, so that's very cool. We're gonna ride the Witch of Ravens, and I'm actually gonna consider calling out, I'm gonna call this out, and I'm gonna call a Hesperus out. swing. We do have 5 stands. So let's see if we can stack into it. No, unfortunately not, but it's okay. We're still pushing for 2 damage. And they lost a PG. They lost a Starfighter. Playing the old PG is interesting, but what it does allow you to do is it does allow you to take less damage, right? So it does have that condition, extra condition, where if it's like if it's gonna push you to 1 damage away from lethal, it's gonna block that as well. So if you're at 3 damage, if you have a crit Vanguard, it's gonna block that instead of put you to 5. So it's a little safer, but not getting the counter charge. It's a bit of give and take. And sometimes you do want to take that damage, especially in decks like Angels and whatnot. So here we ride the Fenrir. I don't mind calling the Shamomao. You're just gonna swing. I actually thought the Hattie was the Stridefighter, so that's a misplay. Keeping it. If it's a Stridefighter, I would keep it, but Hattie probably ride it next time. I did not. They're both doggos, okay? Forgive me. Alright, it's the Victory Victor. Stridefighter SP. Here we go. Alright, going into the Vic 10. Victor gets the on-hit restand, and Vic 10 also has an on-hit restand. You have the energy charger, Soul Blast to draw 1. SP Victor, yeah, I think this is our Kamui. Alright, so given that, thank you so much to Kamui for being a member, and I will crush you this match. Thank you so much to Mello, Casey, and the real ZBD for supporting the channel as well by being members. And if you enjoyed it so far, like the video and subscribe while our opponent is double healing our ass. So they're gonna heal, they're gonna get those numbers, they're gonna restand, blah blah blah, and gonna ruin our day. So we're gonna take 24. Hopefully we see a trigger. No trigger. And that means we're gonna be put to lethal range. Have to discard a heal already at this point. It's so early, but I guess that's the thing about Nova is it's their thing, right? So we're gonna stride the Doom Race. Maybe Dion is better here. Doom Race, Dion, Doom Race, Dion, Doom Race. Let's go with Doom Race, Dion. Let's go with Dion. Dion because we do need the draw. And I'm gonna discard the Wiseman for the stride anyways, so going into the Doom Race may not be the best play. So charge 3, okay. Call. So charge 3. This. 14. We're gonna swing. We're gonna hit. Power to the rear guard. Because the one on the left requires you to have Soul Blasted. Okay, a little bit awkward. But I will allow it. What's in their soul? Okay, let's see. Alright, I'll restand this and I'll give power here. Do want to Soul Blast the Witch of Ravens. Boom. Boom. Maybe I'll save the Witch of Ravens for later. Let's Soul Blast this. I'll put this into my hand. Cast 1. Call 1. Let's draw more cards. Put this back. I'm scared. Deck out is scary. Roll and a swing reverb. So we don't have any heals left. Did we draw into any PGs? We did not. So we only have 1. This is not good. Maybe I should be less greedy and call out the stand instead. but we have one stand left. So we're gonna try to win next turn, I guess, if we do have a next turn. But I don't think we do. I think the aggro last turn, pushing us and throwing out our PGs and all, has been too detrimental. We can't really pick ourselves back up, but let's hope to sack and sack to win. So they're gonna replace the intercepts. Boom. Yeah, next turn is gonna be painful because we do need to soul charge 3, so I don't even know if we can stride actually. Because we're gonna be put at 4 cards in deck here, and then yeah, I think it's over. I think it's over. So we got crushed by Nova Grappler here. Well played. Lots of restand shenanigans, hitting the right numbers, and yeah, nothing much to say other than GG. 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 So didn't really have the time to set up our things, but I guess that's just how it is. Win fast, play hard. That's Nova Grappler away. In Genesis, a bit slower, unfortunately. Going second also definitely hurts because you stride second. But yeah, GG. Let's go into game 2. That's really fun. It's surprising that we got to showcase the memory here. But the local Nova Grappler Pro here, showing us how it's done. Alright, game 2, let's hopefully do a little bit better, not get crushed one-sided. Want to be playing against a Korean here. Going second, alright, very nice. And toss the Wiseman, I think I'm good with this. Alright, Conroe here. Ride the SP. Swing face. That's PG. Does the deck have a way to shuffle? The stand trigger is the way to shuffle. Other than that, all of the abilities generally influence the stack. So cards like Vanguard put cards at the bottom of the deck. Cards like the Claymore Harry puts cards at the bottom of the deck. So if you're Mega Brain and you time your stand triggers right, I think it could work as well. After all, Genesis is quite influenced by the OTT playstyle because both like piloted by Misaki. But do I really see that as a big deal compared to OTT? Not really, because you know, you play too much with a soul, you play a lot with needing to not deck out, so it's very different. And I think prioritizing prioritizing your soul and your deck count is already enough to manage, and just counting your deck is a little bit tricky with this deck. So it's 2 shots to the face. Gonna use the 7K. So it's the heal. Flying Lapwing is a fine ride, just because it does something in the soul. So let's swing 9 to 9, 8 to 7, hopefully hit a stand, and the 19 to 9. Come on, you play 5 stands. Come on. Won't give me the chance to show it. I guess even 5 is inconsistent, I guess, so. Alright, going into the Blade Master. Is this the copy they searched for? Oh, well, they have 2 copies, so there's that. 11 to 8 and 19 to 8. So, again, we're not seeing any defensives, which is rough. Alright, stand doesn't do anything here. It's like, hey, you wanted defensives? Here you go. Oh, well, unfortunate. What do we do here? Doom Brace. Use the Claim Harry. We have the Grade 2 that does something when you Soul Blasted this turn. The Doom Brace. Alright, we got the Chamomile. We have the Angelic Wiseman as well. So we can Soul Blast Wiseman, Superior Call it, which is very nice. Let me see what I want to do though. Okay, we can do. Boom, boom, boom. Power to the back row. Gonna call out the Wiseman. SP. And here you're gonna put the Strap Fighter back. Oh. I have to use the starter, right? Yeah. I use the starter. And battle. 9. 10. Soul Blast 3. Oh, well, I could have Soul Blasted Shamomao, I guess. Call something out. Express gets a skill, we can snipe something. That's Tejas! Wow, Tejas, huh? I'm gonna kill the grade 3. They're low on hand, they have to commit to it. So, is this once per turn? It's not once per turn. Oh, spicy. Heal. Do I want to use it? What's in our soul? Not really want to use it. I think we're at 3 damage. We healed luckily, so if I didn't heal, I would have taken the shot. Soul Blasted 3, called out the Witch of Ravens, have an intercept, and called it a day. The Wiseman is a threat, right? Because if they ignore it, it's 1 extra multi-attack. So they kind of have to deal with it. They have to retire it anyways. Especially in this situation. Like, they probably can't kill us this turn. Hopefully not kill us this turn. So... Alright. Oh, okay, they're gonna clear our board out. That's not good. Can we sack some draw triggers? We have 2. Mustafa, pop pop. So next turn is our final turn probably. Luckily, as long as we can stride, we can Superior Call some bodies up. Right? Like Fenrir lets us Superior Call anything. Witch of Ravens lets us Superior Call itself. So we just need to stride. 31 versus 21. 1 trigger decides this game. I guess that's it. Unfortunate. Can we 6 damage heal? Ah, no. That is game. That is such a shame. Alright, let's try one more. Let's try one more. It usually does better than this. I've been playing this for like a little bit for the last 3 or 4 days, and this has worked so far, but not very cooperative during this recording session, which is really unfortunate, but I guess that's just how it is sometimes. That's just how it is. Game 2 was unfortunate. Alright, game 3 against Angel Feathers, which is pretty meta. They can slow down the game. They can stall it out. They can search for PGs and heals, which is really scary. They can also multi-attack, which is really annoying, but do a little bit of everything. Can we beat them out though? Alright, they're gonna play the Celestial starter. So at the start of your ride phase, if your Vanguard is grade 2 or greater and your damage is 4 or less, can last 1, put this in your soul. Put the top card of your deck into your damage stone face up and return a random card from your priority to face down cards from your damage stone to your deck at the end of the turn. I guess it helps you LB4. Alright, Fenrir. Whole gang here. We gotta put the starter behind the Vanguard, hit the numbers. So this is a bit of an unorthodox Angels build. I'm expecting a Celestial with the Break Ride. Emergency Pegasus. When you place, if your Vanguard is a Celestial, put a card from the same card name as your Vanguard from your deck into your damage zone. If you do, heal a card. So that's not a Celestial. That is an AK Vanilla. Go into the heal, which is an 11k beater on the Vanguard circle if your Vanguard's a Celestial. And this is the Mel Hejal. Then your card is put into your damage zone. If your Vanguard's a Celestial, it gets +2, and +2 again. Could be a 13k beater. Math is hard. I need to think on that one. Alright, ride Witch of Ravens. Call. Angels doesn't have removal, right? Angels, well, the reverse is a removal piece. But I'm calling this. Shouldn't hurt. Losing them, it kind of sucks. Can we please see stands or draws when we need them? No dice, no dice. Takemi Kazuchi sleeves? Those are sick. Alright, Gadriel doing that thing. I don't really know why, but okay. Just puts them to 3. It's not like they can stride or they can break ride here. Not too sure. Not too sure. Maybe one extra option for the Asmodel, but they're not really attacking the Asmodel to face. They don't have the boosters to take use of it too. So the starter choice is a bit awkward, but overall the deck is still really strong, so I don't think 1 or 2 interesting choices would affect the performance too much. SP Fenrir, we'll go into the Dion for the draw. For 3, we see the Chamomile. So for 3. Unfortunately, we didn't draw into the piece, which is unfortunate. 12. Stand trigger. Okay, I like that. We have 2 Witch of Ravens in our soul. And even then, our Fenrir is going to help us out with that. So, okay, they did see a defensive, which really sucks. Ruins the plan, but I guess that's just how it is sometimes. Soul Blast. I want to keep the Witch here. Put this to my hand. Kind of want the heal for defense sakes. Yeah, I kind of need the 12k number to actually hit, and the rest I don't really want to Superior Call. Nope. Just 21. Do I want to use this? I don't know. I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet. We have 7 cards in Soul. Next turn we can Vanguard. And we can Soul Blast 2 Witch of Ravens out as well. That's quite nice. So they're gonna call stuff out. They're not gonna Legion. They're not gonna Stride. It's unfortunate for them. Alright, 13k, 8k. A deck that's very focused on just hitting numbers, I guess. Heal is gonna whiff here. Alright, we can actually Wiseman as well. We can Wiseman combo. How many Wisemans do we have? 1 Wiseman. Vanguard is also really cool. I think I want to showcase Vanguard. Actually, Wiseman could be the good play though. Okay, let's showcase Vanguard. For the sake of showcasing Vanguard, let's just do this. Soul Blasting in the battle phase just means that you can do Superior Calling stuff during the battle phase. which is really nice. Okay, so turn 3. It's gonna call stuff out. Swing. Soul Blast 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Let me think. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we have a lot of skills that will proc, so let's just do this fast. Wiseman can be superior called out. So that can hit 10, 4, 18. This is useless. So I want... Okay, I don't mind seeing the draw trigger, but then the rest... Okay, what do I want to draw into? I want to draw into the grade 2, and the rest I'll put to the bottom of the deck. So, then we can do this. 17. Okay, that works. 17. Oh, I don't have Counter Blast, that sucks. Yeah, no Counter Blast sucks. Feels bad, man. Doesn't work. And at least we can hit numbers. Haha. Okay, that's all the defenses. We're gonna use the one at the bottom left. And chuck everything back. So that's really unfortunate. I miscounted not having the Claymore Harry's definitely played a role here. If we had one more Counter Blast, we would have won the game. But there's too much going on. Genesis is a hard deck to play, and I don't have a big brain. I don't have a big enough brain for this. So, all right, Legion. Battle roll. Put something to the damage. Superior quality Asphodel starts comboing. I guess that's one of the weaknesses of not having a double intercept board. Yeah, Asphodel here. They're not committing. No, another Harry. What's the Vanguard number? 27, 30. So we will need 1, maybe 2. So if our opponent sees 2 triggers, then it's GGWP again, which is not nice. I want to end this video on a high note. Please give me. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. I think that's GG at this point. We have a good amount of cards in deck. We're not gonna deck out. We have a good enough board. We can still superior call stuff. We can still do stuff, and that's what I want. Let's go into the Doom Brace to seal the game. Doom Brace. Really helpful when you're low on soul, I guess, and when you have the resources to take advantage of it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh, well, also that's the grade 1, I guess. Boom. My greatest weakness is the timer. If only we had more time in this world. Oh no, not enough Counter Blast. Right, I'm stupid like that, but it's okay. I think things should still work out. Yeah, things should still work out. Please work out. Please work out. Please. Please, no more. End my suffering. Ah, here we go. Alright. Well, it's exciting till the very end. It's good content, but not good for my heart. So, I guess that's basically it. Yeah, there's a lot to manage with this deck. And I have a lot to learn with this deck. You have to manage your soul, you have to manage your Counter Blast, you have to manage your board. There's just so much. You have to manage your skill timings. There's a lot going on. But I think it could be really rewarding, especially when Genesis gets more support down the line. It could be really rewarding for you to kind of understand these timings, whether you're playing the deck or if you're playing against the deck. So that's basically it for this video. Thank you so much for sticking it with me, for watching the entire thing, I guess. Thank you so much for the members again. Kamui of a Grappler, thank you for game 1. Thank you for crushing my hopes and dreams. Thank you to Mello, thank you KC, and thank you ZBD for being members of the channel. Thank you so much for watching and liking the video, because you liked it, right? And subscribed if you haven't already and want to see more. And comment down below and let me know, what did you get with the extended period with the Genesis event? For me, I didn't get like more GRs. I just went for the SPs. I went to get more triple rares just because of max. And you know, getting the third copy doesn't really help, because honestly, the deck really only needs to use it once. Using it twice, you probably won already, or you probably lost already. And getting a third copy is pretty useless when you don't have a fourth copy. So that's what I did. Let me know down below what you did, and if you have any tips and advice for me as well, because as you can see, I still need a lot of thinking. I still don't have the amount of practice that I wish I had with the deck, and hopefully I can play better if I do bring this deck on stream or something. So thank you so much again. Stay safe. Appreciate you for watching the video. Blah 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 blah. Go watch blah videos, whatever's in front of you. I don't really know. YouTube usually recommends it. So one is like recommended video, so hopefully YouTube has a good algorithm. The other is the most recent video. So new stuff, good stuff. And the middle button, that one's a really nice one, because that means you get notified with future videos. So yeah, hit those videos. Yeah.